but we're still in the seats.
All right. Hello, everyone. We are Boom Construction LLC, and we are going to talk about the U.S. Courthouse project in Flagstaff, Arizona.
I am Danny DePadre. I'll be the project superintendent on this job. With my experience, I've led multiple steel erections for a lot of government contracts. So I've had to coordinate with iron worker crews, crane operations, inspections, and scheduling, while ensuring full compliance with federal specs and AISC standards.
My name is Grace Johnson. I'm the foreman for this job. I have years of experience as a foreman with 2 construction companies on commercial and residential projects. I supervise steel work, coordinate crews and subcontractors, handle daily safety checks, and keep projects on schedule and up to standards.
I am Max Loyette. I'm the project manager on this site. I have lots of experience in steel fabrication and reviewing shop drawings, change orders, and crew management for structural steel buildings.
My name is Blaze Nelson. I'll be the project engineer for this project. A little bit about me. I've coordinated design, scheduling, field operations for various construction activities to keep them on track and within budget. I've also collaborated with various contractors, designers, inspectors to make sure quality is up to par and make sure any issues are resolved out and projects are delivered.
Perfect.
Within our scope of work, we're going to first start with getting awarded the steel bid for the U.S. Courthouse. And then our team will begin procurement by getting shop drawings and approving shop drawings and all of that stuff. Then we're going to order steel. And while that is being fabricated, we're going to secure the crane operations and mobilize, then begin steel erection. And then once steel erection is coming to an end, we will demobilize and start inspections. And from there, we will complete steel operations.
For our delivery route, our steel producer is Encore Steel in Phoenix. It will be picked up in Phoenix and then brought up on this 17 up to Flagstaff. They will be getting off on West Forest Meadows Street and then take South Woodlands Village Boulevard, and then either take a left or go straight and go around to the site that's located on Route 66 at 1501 West Forest Meadows Street in Flagstaff, Arizona. And then this is our site logistics plan. Our material laydown is on the left and on the right south part of the site. We will have 2 laydown areas. One will be selected for the crane, putting the crane together. That's going to be the left one. And then there will be a route in between them, between the portable toilets and the building that will connect to the 2 routes. And then there will be 2 site access gates and 2 sets of toilets. The job site trailer will be on the northeast side of the site, and then our crane is located at the 1 and 2 location.
So for our phasing plan, how we're going to erect the building, we scheduled it in 2 phases. The first phase being framing phases 1 and 2. As you can see on the right side here, our first framing phase will start on the plan northeast of the building from grid line E and over to the east. We'll then go down to the second phase where we will be framing that south part in green and the Sally Port, the little shaded area on the bottom there. And then we'll start moving north, plan north into the third framing phase with the first 3 phases of framing having the crane in the actual footprint of the building, as we have a reinforced concrete slab that we can use to put the crane on, so it makes framing easier. And then for the 4th phase of framing, the yellow portion there, we're going to have the crane moved to that location shown just off the side of the building footprint to just finish up the framing. And our critical picks, most of the critical picks for our framing are going to take place on the outermost part of the building, with the longest pick being generally 125 feet out at like around 6,000 pounds. So it's there's a couple critical picks, a bunch of columns being stood up on the outside of the building that we're sizing the crane for that.
Next up is a little bit about our schedule, some of our milestones. We made our schedule kind of tailored best towards the allotted steel erection window that we had of June 1st to July 31st. Like Max said, we made our schedule within two sequences with 2 phases within each. Sequence 1 having phase 1 and 2, sequence 2 having phase 3 and 4. We kind of fit this best off of our steel delivery, timing, and everything. The main highlight that we have is we're using one single crane for this erection, and a big point of it is that we have we'll be moving our crane from, you can kind of see if you go back one slide, Max, from its initial spot will kind of be in the crane pad towards the middle where his mouse is now. We'll be eventually moving it towards the outer part of the project, and that'll be the second position of the crane. This can kind of be highlighted within our schedule and within our logistics plan. But overall, back to our milestones, a little bit of our dates. We'll be mobilizing on May 25th. This will be the week before we start our steel erection. Obviously, we'll be starting June 1st, and we'll be finishing our steel erection. Should actually be July 10th. We'll be finishing July 10th and demobilizing after inspections on July 27th.
And for our cost summary, after we did our own takeoff and estimate, our total bid came out to $1,400,000, just under $1.5 million, with most of the costs coming from the columns, beams, and girders, as you might imagine. We do have some steel roof joists on this job that are just under $100,000 for that, and the metal decking comes in at $168,000 for all the deck, including the roof decking. And these costs include labor and overhead and profit for us. So these are our bid numbers here. Just a snapshot of the numbers and where they came from. And with that, thank you. And we hope to get in touch with you guys soon. Cool. I'll clip that shit. Bye. Bye.
Is that it?